Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Josh right here, back again with another video on MLB The Show 25. We got some more Road to the Show with Josh Wright, starting catcher of the Syracuse Mets. As you can see, we are still in AAA. I have been playing a few games, so just a heads up. Hopefully you guys aren't too upset with that I'm not showing every single minor league game. The major leagues, of course, will be a little bit different, as of course that'll be more exciting and everything, being in the major leagues.
Batting six.
All right, so as you can see, we're also wearing kind of like a little alternate jersey in this video, so that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good Sunday. I'm recording this on a Sunday, May the 4th. May the 4th. Yes, I'm also recording this on Star Wars Day. Star Wars, of course, is one of my favorite movie franchises. I have my grandpa who passed away back in December. He was a huge fan of like Star Wars and sci-fi TV shows and all that type of stuff, and like fantasy, like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, and of course, and of course Star Wars. So yeah, he was the one that kind of introduced me to the world of Star Wars, kind of showing me the different, the characters, and we'd watch all the movies and stuff. So yeah, isn't that something? All right, so 7th inning, game's tied at 1. Fly ball to right center field, catch is made. Not a whole lot of action going on in this game, as you guys can see. All right, that is low for ball 3. As you can see, we're playing the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. This is the AAA team for the Phillies, ironically. Hopefully I'll see these guys or play against them in the major leagues here very soon. Or who knows, maybe one day I'll be teammates with them in the major leagues, if I end up going to the Phillies somehow, some way, which I highly doubt. But all right, so 10th inning. It's a 3-1 game. We failed to win it in the 9th. Let's see what I can do here against Carlos Hernandez. First pitch, fastball into left center field. This ball is going to get down. It's going to be an RBI double. I could have possibly have tried for a triple, but we'll just settle with the double for right now. So it's a 3-2 game. Drew Gilbert is up next, hitting .233. 0 for 3. Strikes out on a slider. Is going to be out number 1. Here's Carson Bench. I was teammates with them for a little bit in Double-A. Glad to see he got called up to Triple-A also. Fly ball to right field. This is going to be caught for out number 2, but I'm going to tag up. Go to third. No throw. No problem.
Now batting.
I mean, it'll only be a problem if we lose this game, which Luke Ritter, 1-2 count. Come on, buddy. Need you to do something here. There's a grounder to the third baseman, and the throw is going to be in time, so the Iron Pigs do win this game 3-2. Yes, this is game 4 of the series. I've been playing a little bit of this series, so yeah, again, I'm not showing every single game, not showing every single series. I'll probably just show like bits and pieces of the minor league stuff, and then of course, like I said before, when we get to the major leagues, of course, it'll be different. Currently at a 64 overall, so yeah, I've been using up my tokens a lot to try and boost up my overall, try and get to the major leagues as fast as I can. That way, when I do get into the major leagues, I can pick up the series a little bit more and start playing it more. Base hit into right field. This is going to be my first hit of this game. Little 1-out single. Seth Johnson is the guy on the mound for the Iron Pigs. All right, here's Carson again. Fly ball to right, catch is made. As you can see, also they're also having me bat sixth in the lineup, which is interesting.
Ritter.
Base hit into center field. I don't know why I didn't go to third. I mean, I know why I didn't go to third.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Omar.
See, in the sports world today, so it's Game 7 between the Winnipeg Jets and the St. Louis Blues. Might watch that game later tonight. Game 1 of the Pacers and Cavaliers series is going on tonight also. So for those of you who do not know, I have just decided to start getting back into watching the NBA. And I think a few years ago during COVID, I was talking about how I was thinking about getting back into the NBA and trying to watch a team and everything.
The right fielder.
And so, like a few years later, not too long after that, I kind of lost interest again. But just recently, since I host a radio show and I talk about a wide variety of different sports, including basketball and the NBA, I decided that I was going to start following a team. I was going to pick this up again and find a team to watch. And that team, for some odd reason, ended up being the Indiana Pacers. I've decided to be a Pacers fan. So there's a few different reasons for why I chose the Pacers. I know some people are going to question why I chose the Pacers in the first place to be a fan of. And Carson Bench. Fly ball to right. Is this one gone? No. Oh my goodness. I thought that was gone. Yeah, it just went right of the foul pole. But anyway, so for the Pacers, there's a couple reasons for this. One, as you guys know, I'm a St. Louis sports fan. You know, I love the Cardinals for baseball and the Blues for hockey. And so because of that, you know, so baseball there's no basketball in St. Louis. I mean, for college basketball, there's the St. Louis Billikens. And I know some people will watch, you know, the Missouri Tigers for college football and college basketball and stuff. I am not a Mizzou fan. I'm an Illinois fan because I'm from Illinois. But because there's no basketball team, you know, in St. Louis, I decided, you know what? Why don't I try and find a team that, you know, doesn't have, like a city that doesn't have a baseball team in it? Since two of my favorite teams play in a city where there's no basketball. So my first thought was, why don't I try being a fan of the Atlanta Hawks? Now, even though there is baseball in Atlanta, but I thought about being a Hawks fan for a little bit because they did start off in St. Louis. But then I was like, no. And like I said before, there's a baseball team in Atlanta, so...
One ball, two strikes.
Though I do like the Braves, I think the Braves are they're a fun team to watch too. But yeah, I first decided to try and thought maybe the Spurs, because, you know, right now they're kind of going through like a rebuilding phase. I actually was a Tim Duncan fan. When I was a kid, I played basketball up until high school. 21 was my number in high school. And a big reason for that was, one, my mom wore 21 and she played high school basketball, but the other reason was that Tim Duncan was my favorite player. But then after he retired and the Spurs started to kind of regress a little bit. I've kind of lost interest in the NBA for a long time, but then I decided to pick it back up again. And thought, you know what, why don't I try being a Spurs fan again? But it just wasn't working out. I don't know. So then my next thought was like the Memphis Grizzlies. Because, again, no baseball in San Antonio. There's no baseball in Memphis either. I was like, you know what, why don't I try being a... So then it was narrowed down to the Grizzlies or the Pacers, and I don't know why. I think I mainly chose the Pacers because they're closer to me than the Grizzlies are. And also it's like I like the Pacers, like I like where they're from. I like their jerseys a little bit more. I like their history. They're kind of like the Blues, where it's like they've been around for a long time, but at the same time they're also kind of like newer, if that makes sense. And also they don't have a championship, and I kind of want to be there when the Pacers win their first championship. So, and ironically, when the NBA playoffs were going on last year, I was rooting for the Indiana Pacers also. So, yep. So it's official. I'm gonna be an Indiana Pacers fan. I decided to be a Pacers fan. I started to learn the names of different players. I'm starting to kind of like learn the history of the Pacers, you know, try and find like a lot of their good players and everything like that. And also this year too, it's like when I was like recapping the NBA games, like I was recapping the Pacers a lot and they were winning a lot. So yeah, like the Pacers they've been a really fun team to watch this year to kind of keep up on, you know, keep track of and everything. So yeah, Pacers are my new favorite NBA team. And this one is out to right field, and this one is gone. The New York Mets will be my favorite baseball team if they call me up. Please call me up. Please. I mean, after watching that home run, I mean, you're kind of gonna have to, right? You know, so yeah, come on, Steve. Come on, Uncle Steve. What's taking you so long? Why are you not calling me up? Base hit into right field. That's gonna be off the wall. I'm going for second, and it's gonna be a leadoff fourth inning double. So yeah, game one with the Pacers and Cavaliers is tonight. I also wanted to try and find a team that was like not super good, but not super bad either. Kind of like in between. And so I feel like the Pacers are kind of that team. Like they're not exactly bad, but they're not exactly, you know, like the whole NBA is not really, you know, talking about them a whole lot. So so for all my Pacers fans who watch this video, if you guys could please try and, you know, help me out, you know, educate me about the Indiana Pacers, I would appreciate it. Because I really want to try and start, you know, following this team on a daily basis and try and refresh my basketball terminology and everything. So yeah, in case if anybody's ever wondering what my teams are for sports, I think I'll probably do another video talking about. I did another video talking about how I became a fan of all my teams, but that was like quite a while ago. I made it back in like 2021. Talking about how I became a fan of all my teams. And all right, so sixth inning, Not a whole lot of offense in this game besides that home run that I hit. But look at this nice defensive throw. What a nice throw. Picking off a runner. Trying to go to second. And also, why are you stealing with 2 outs? Come on, man. That's very risky. Like, if I was a baseball manager and my players were stealing with 2 outs, I'd probably chew them out. Like, I know some people will be like, oh, that's stupid. It's like stupid unwritten rule. It's like, no, that's just common sense. Like, I would never steal with 2 outs because that's risky.
The third baseman, number 7, Brett.
Anyway, here's Brett Beatty. This dude has been back and forth between the major leagues and the minors for the last couple years. There's a base hit to left. I could have went to third, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't go to third. I probably should have went to third, but I did not do that.
The center fielder, Drew.
So here's Drew Gilbert. 0 for 2. First and second, 1 out. There's a grounder to first. That's going to be a double play. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That was an error
Number 4,
on the first baseman. Let's see what happened. Yeah, I thought he was going to turn it. Nope. The throw gets away, or the ball gets away into left field. I didn't see that. Otherwise, I probably would have scored. Anyway, so now we got the bases loaded. Carson Benj is up next. There's a fly ball to left field. That's a base hit. 1 run scores. 2 runs are in. And just like that, it's 4-0 Syracuse here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
The right fielder.
Also, shout-outs to Syracuse Orange, one of my favorite college teams. There's a little... that gets away from me. Hit the backstop. You're going to see quite a bit of those, a lot of wild pitches. I'm noticing playing catcher on this game is a little bit trickier than it was like in the previous games. There's a pop-up to the third baseman. He's going to make the catch. That's going to be out number 1. Here in the bottom of the 8th, or in the top of the 8th. We're in the bottom of the 8th now. It's a 4-2 game. I am 3 for 3. Nabal Krismat, Cardinal legend. Deep right center field. First pitch is absolutely crushed. 5-2 Syracuse. Home run number 8 of the year. Yes, sir. Let's freaking go. We can quick sim this. Mets do go on to win this game 5-2. We lost the last, or we tied the series. If we're talking about the last 3 games, we lost 2 out of 3, but anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like. Best way to show your support. Subscribe if you guys are new here and if you guys enjoy the content. More Road to the Show coming your way. We're also going to finish up the Road to Glory series. I'll probably make a little video after this and post that either later today or tomorrow. But hopefully you guys are having a good day. Like and subscribe. And may the 4th be with you.